Long, long ago, in the far-off, isolated countryside village, the people lived a tranquil life. One snowy evening, a statue of stone in the town square suddenly came alive.
He started by moving his fingers and then his toes. After some time, he finally stood up, began to walk, and became a real person. Well, on his journey back home, he met a woman.
I just saw you change into a real person from a stone statue. Are you some type of monster?
Oh no, ma'am. Please don't be afraid. My name is Patrick, and I am a man. However, a curse was placed upon me years ago, which turned me into a statue.
What exactly happened to you?
Several years ago, I was the owner of a cafe. However, what aunt did not allow me to make both ends meet. I had no choice but to...
Do something terrible?
Yes, ma'am. I robbed a bank.
It turned out that on Patrick's way home with a large amount of money from the bank robbery, a fairy appeared. Because of the good deeds Patrick had done previously, she offered him one chance to make up for his mistake.
He will become cursed and turn into a stone statue for 1 month. It will only return to become a human for 1 week afterwards. The fairy told him,
Help and support others. You need to try everything you could. Try everything. Try everything. Try everything. As long as you perform the 12 tasks,
12 tasks
I assign to you, the curse will be broken, allowing you to turn back into a human again.
At that time, Patrick only had his last task, that of supporting others to complete.
Oh, that's you.
Because Patrick's wife was late into her pregnancy, he got into his car which he had parked by roadside. On his way home, with the winter snow raging on, the chilly air had finally hit home.
As the snow flurries fell, he almost failed to see an elderly lady stranded on the side of the road. Fortunately, even in the faint light of day, he could see that she needed help. So he pulled his car over by the roadside and got out. The elderly lady was badly injured and was bleeding quite a lot. Patrick said to the lady,
I'm here to help. You will be alright, ma'am. My name is Patrick. Please try to relax and not worry.
Patrick phoned for an ambulance and the lady was taken to the hospital immediately. After blood transfusions, it appeared that the hospital was out of stock with a blood type.
Fortunately, Patrick had the same blood type as the lady and was willing to donate his blood to her. Thanks to Patrick, the lady's surgery was successful and she will soon recover. Afterwards, her daughter rushed to the bedside just as Patrick was about to leave.
She asked Patrick how she could ever repay him for saving her mother's life and added that any amount of money that he asked for would be alright. She then wrote the check and handed it over to Patrick.
He, however, did not give the offering the smallest thought. To him, he had only simply performed a small favor, just his way of helping someone truly in need, much like those who had been kind enough to give a hand in the past.
He told the daughter that if she truly wanted to repay him, she should go on to help someone else in need. Patrick went on to explain the concept of paying it forward, where a person who has had a good deed done for them should then follow up the good deed by making a kind gesture to someone else in a not too distant future.
Immediately, the young lady agreed to Patrick's request as soon as she understood the idea of paying it forward. Although it was freezing outside, Patrick felt uplifted and headed for home. He couldn't stop thinking about his lovely wife, and his
soon-to-be-born child.
A couple of days later, the elderly lady finally recovered and left the hospital. On the way home, she and her daughter saw a small, dingy-looking cafe where they stopped in to grab a bite and ward off the winter chill. They both agreed that a nice cup of hot soup would be a
great idea.
A waitress wearing a sweet smile on her face came over and brought the clean towels to dry their wet hair. After she took their orders, she stood aside and waited for their meals. Whilst standing, she regularly rubbed and massaged her two swollen legs. They noticed that the waitress was late into her pregnancy, but was always wearing a sweet smile, and she must have been on her feet for the entire day and night. They both wondered how a person could be so thoughtful and kind to perfect strangers. And it was this thought that reminded them of Patrick, his thoughtfulness and his plan of paying it forward.
An hour later, the lady and her daughter finished their meals. While the waitress went to get their change from the $100 bill she had received, the two ladies stepped out the side door, leaving the check that Patrick hadn't accepted several days earlier.
When the waitress returned, the ladies were no longer in sight. The waitress was surprised and then noticed something written on a napkin. As she read the words, tears filled her eyes.
You are going to be a really great mother. Seeing you so pregnant, yesterday working so diligently reminded me of my young experiences. Several days ago, someone helped me out in a similar way, by which I'm helping you now. If you ever care to pay me back, please do so by spreading your love, supporting others, and
paying it forward. That night, after returning home from work, the waitress lay awake in bed. Her husband, sleeping beside her, was worried sick about his wife and their baby. His wife gave him a soft kiss and whispered,
Everything will be alright. You've tried your best. I will always love you, Patrick.
Both of them were wide awake all night. Patrick was worried because tomorrow he will once again become a stone statue for 1 month. Well, he started thinking about money and how a lady with no less she needed money, especially with her baby due next month.
After the roosters crowed at sunrise, Patrick awoke finding that he remained a normal man and hadn't been turned back into a stone statue.
He then realized how fortunate he was that he could happily stay at home with his wife and baby forever. Upon seeing the check his wife showed him, Patrick realized that the whole paying it forward idea had come full circle.
It turned out that he had helped and supported a woman in distress, and eventually in turn, that same lady had come to his aid. And at that moment, he finally realized the true significance of what he called paying it forward.
Keep that in mind when you meet someone in need.
Support them immediately and
Do not ask for anything in return.
It is the concept of
Pay it forward that makes the world go round.
bow.
Thanks for listening.